player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Skillfully cut out. Great chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Knocks it into space.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's got away. Takes a shot! This possibly the last play of the half. They've played it short. Messi. And Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Shin to shin. And for the first half, that is that. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can. Bale clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
McAllister! Rising over the bar.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on a lot.
Ah, he's given it away! It's Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! A finish of true class! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Cruyff. Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good-looking ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Bale! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 9.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Paris Saint-Germain with the lead.
14.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
77.
And he's gone long. Now it's Messi. Played into space.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And this is Ronaldo. That's good vision. Cleared without hesitation. And they've got rid. Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a cute ball. Zanetti providing an outlet on that flank. That's a decent clearance. Mateus with the clearance. Throw in.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19, Messi.
Looking for options for movement.
Frank Lampard.
There's the delivery.
Well, they were never going to allow him to
Number
receive that.
18.
Such close attention.
Number 23, Kukçu. Substitutions taking
Lovely
place.
pass, but can he get there? Hakimi has it in a wide position. Hakimi plays it in.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Has to go back here. Chance for a shot! Amazing from McAllister. He's got himself an absolute peach. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And this is Ronaldo. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Van Dijk has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Rafinha, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's found support out wide. He leaps for it! No, not the best of headers. Schneider, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's put paid to the danger. It's gone out for a throw-in. Now it's Bale. Kukçu. That is a great pick out. So no flag hit. It's Dembele! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. He's in plenty of space here.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Dembele, Olise. Rafinha bops him off it and wins back the ball. No foul, says the referee. Rijkaard. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's all alone. Oh, good claim by the keeper.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
I'd like to draw your
Bale
attention to the
taking
screen
in the
where
accolades,
number-
having been... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. There's the whistle, and here we go. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits And when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And he was quick to react. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, that's superb. Shevchenko! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Just the keeper in his way, and Messi! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Hakimi plays it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Messi. That's a cute ball. And the through ball. And that was very necessary. And that is out of play. He has a look up. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decision.
Rafinha! And it's hoisted clear. Dani Olmo. Now it's Totti. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now, can they get him away? And here's Diaz. Tries to pass it through. Now, this could be a chance. Totti. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Olmo. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's really well manoeuvred. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Engages and forces him off the ball. Guardiola. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Messi. And this is Shevchenko. And this is Messi. Van Dijk. Rafinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Diaz. Now it's Rafinha. Elects towering header. It's hit the upright. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's picked it up out wide. That's very neat. Strokes it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Dani Olmo. And this is Shevchenko. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Nuno Mendes. Messi. Looking for the run. And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Shevchenko. And it's Camavinga. And the shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Camavinga is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Hakimi. Now it's Diaz.
Oh, really well played.
Some really good ball movement. Dani Olmo. Big chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Paris Saint-Germain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And that has been cleared. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Doué touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Dani Olmo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for options for movement. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Messi. Nicely spread. Totti. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Paris Saint-Germain go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half and we will be back with the second half shortly.
En el marcador se puede ver información relacionada con la seguridad del estadio. Cambio de jugadores.
We're on the move again.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, great leap! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Oh, good-looking ball. Totti. It's a really well-measured ball. And this, he's in one-on-one, and Shevchenko! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Messi receives it in a good position here. That's going to go a long way. Now it's Totti. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Can he get on the end of this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Totti, and it's Guardiola. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. This looks promising. Diaz. Hoisted in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Nicely weighted ball. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Paris Saint-Germain still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Now it's Messi. Succumbs to the pressure. Played into space. Now that's well seen too. Dani Olmo. Messi. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Always goal side. Good claim. No margin for error there.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Diaz. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And he's there to clear it. Doué. And the shot!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Guardiola did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's been slipped through. Oh, well played, well played. Raya getting this one clear.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 14, el dorsal 80.
Guardiola
Ronaldinho.
is always
El dorsal
scanning the pitch
8.
for targets.
Messi. El dorsal
This is a
13.
promising build-up.
Totti.
In with the
El
challenge.
dorsal 15. Serán
Neymar
sustituidos
really
por
needed to
el
concentrate
dorsal
on
11,
protecting the
el
ball.
dorsal 9,
Then again, he
Messi,
was being very
el
closely
dorsal
marshalled.
18, el dorsal 5, el dorsal 24. Se va a realizar-
And he hits the net. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be...
He's having a shot! Goal! Just one goal in it now. Game on! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Paris Saint-Germain are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And he can thump it away. And they're back on the ball again. That's a decent clearance.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Shot, surely! And he's quick to get rid. And it's Olmo. And here's Yamal. Ricky Puig. Now it's Dembele.
Habrá 2 minutos de
That looks a
descuento.
decent ball. He's found space here. And the keeper beats it away. Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that will be it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and... Getting up there! Nearly, but not quite. Back in possession and ready to go again. Diaz. Bastoni cuts it out. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, well measured. And he welcomes it in. Shot a goal! Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nuno Mendes. Mateus. And it's McAllister. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
McAllister is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's worked it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Ronaldinho! That's another chance! And he's done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Can he latch on to this? And the keeper beats it away. Good ball, good take. Tries a shot! Rodri can clear it away. He's having a hit! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Aims beyond the defence. Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Oh, well played. Tries to get it clear. Now this, can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's having a pop! One. That is a gem! An absolute gem! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rodri is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Shevchenko. No, that's been intercepted. That's been cut out, well played. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Goes for a shot! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Searching pass he's played there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. And it's Shevchenko. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Doué shoots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Paris Saint-Germain leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Diaz. And he's intervened well there. Akanji is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And here's Batistuta, looking for options for movement. Real chance! And he's stuck it away! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise... Oh, he's been caught napping! Here comes another cross. So, a temporary halt to the action. Paris Saint-Germain are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. Cerezo Osaka get the second half going.
Paris Saint-Germain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Paris Saint-Germain come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Tries one from range! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Takes aim and crosses. Akanji getting this one clear. Barella, foot in. Olise. Messi. No outsmarting him this time. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Shevchenko. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Cerezo Osaka appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Mendes. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He'll try from distance! He's done very well to get to that.
Doué clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 5, le numéro 3, le numéro 9.
À leur place,
Le numéro 7, le numéro 4, le numéro 20.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he's been shifted off it. Diaz. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. Dembele shapes to shoot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they've got their lead back. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that.
And the finish! Oh, what has happened here?
Cerezo Osaka really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And this is Shevchenko. Diaz is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Mateus running with the ball. Knocks it into space. Mateus's delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Not the most accurate pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And the shot! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! A finish right from the top draw. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So the lead now is 2.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's McAllister. Now there's a fine ball, and he shoots! And he's there to get it away. It's run loose here. Diaz. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Changement.
Paris Saint-Germain get their 4th corner. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
He's going for goal! And that's off target. Rodri picks it up from the goal kick. That looks a good ball through. And Batistuta! It's hit the upright. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now it's Yamal.
3 minutes.
It's a good run down the right. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And this is Bale. Bale's cross. McAllister! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh no, what has happened here? Now the delivery. Khan claims it without any fuss. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Paris Saint-Germain have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Dembele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.